guys, welcome back to another episode of Level Up Your Leadership with me, John Barrett, your host, your visual leadership trainer, and I want to help you today with how to get more time. See, everybody is asking this question. In fact, I get asked this question all the time. John, how do I get more done? How do I be more productive? How do I get more time? And why is it that it seems like some people get 32 hours a day? Not like everybody else who just gets 24. Why does it seem like that? And then yet there's some people who think, I don't think I get 24 hours. I think I get 16. Like I got ripped off, by somebody else. And we have some people that get more done in a day than some people get done in 2 days. And we have some people that don't get as much done in 1 day as it should take them at all. I mean, it's crazy. It's all over the place. So how do we do this? Well, I want to give you an idea today that I think could revolutionize your productivity, be a huge game changer on how to get more time. Because here's what I found about time. Time rarely gives us just a big block. I mean, rarely does anybody get a big 4-hour block of time just sitting out there on their calendar. You see, productivity is not found in these big chunks of time where you get a 2-hour block and a 4-hour block, and maybe you get a 6-hour block, and over here you kind of get a 1-hour block, and that. You get the point. These rarely ever open up on your calendar unless you're really intentional about it. But then when you do carve out a 4-hour block, it's kind of hard because then you're kind of getting behind the clock and you're not getting caught up and a whole bunch of other things come in. So how do we have to think about time? You see, how we approach time and how we look at it depends on how productive we're going to be. And if you're looking for yourself to find a big block of time that just opens up on your calendar to be more productive, it's rarely going to happen. And when you do make it happen, you're probably going to sacrifice something else. Let me let you think about something a little different. Here's how I've found that productivity actually works. Productivity is found in 10-minute blocks and increments. Now, here's what I mean by that. If you think about your day, let's just say you start your day somewhere around here and you go all the way around till the end of the day, whenever that ends on your work day, okay? However long that may be. I promise you that you are wasting at least 60 minutes to probably 2 hours of your day just with distractions, busy work, just kind of giving it away, doing all kinds of stuff that doesn't even matter. And here's how I know that. Because you go to a meeting, say at 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., guess what happens? That meeting goes over 10 minutes. All of a sudden, you've kind of lost that. And then when you start going back to your task and you start trying to figure out, what am I going to do right now? And you're working on it and you get in the zone and you start working, all of a sudden you kind of get tired and you see a YouTube video come up of cats or something, right? Or whatever it is that you like. All of a sudden you get distracted. There's 10 minutes. Then you think, I probably should go to lunch. Let me check a few emails, blah, blah, blah. You get the point. All throughout your day, you're giving away these little 5-10-minute blocks of time because they don't seem like a big deal. It's not this big glaring block. You would never give away a 2-hour block of time just for nothing. But you're doing it every day in little 10-minute increments. I promise you that. You're getting distracted, you're getting tired, and all of that throughout the whole day. Now listen, if you will just get back 10 minutes, if you do that 6 times a day, which isn't a big deal. That's just, you know what? If you've got an hour meeting scheduled, try to get it done in 50 minutes instead of 60. You say, hey guys, I got a hard stop at 50 minutes. I promise you, you'll probably get more done in that time than you would the 60 because it'll go over to probably 70 minutes. And then you've wasted another 10 on top of it. You get the point. If you'll start getting focused, for every meeting that you've got that's 30 minutes, be able to come in every now and then and say, you know what? I've got to head out 20 minutes after to something else that I've got to get doing. If we can kind of get focused, kind of get what we need. I promise you, you won't lose anything. In fact, you may get more out of that meeting when you start getting focused. If you start treating your day like that, if you just start shaving off 10 minutes every now and then, just 6 times a day, that is 60 minutes in your day. That is 1 hour you're going to get back in 1 day of just giving it away with distractions. 1 hour. Now, is that a big deal in and of itself? No, that's why we don't even think about the 10 minutes because they seem like a big deal. Oh, it's only 5 minutes. It's just 10 minutes. But you add that up over a day, 6 times, and I'm being generous. That's probably more like 10 to 12 times we do that. But I'll just, for the sake of math, say 6 times. That's 1 hour a day. You take that 1 hour a day times 5 days a week, you've got 5 hours of the week that you are literally just giving away. 5 hours. That's half of a workday almost, or maybe even a little bit more for some of you, right? 5 hours. Now, you do that, 5 hours that you're giving away, times over the course of maybe 4 weeks, that's 20 hours that you're giving away in a month. 20 hours a month that you are just giving away to absolutely nothing. 20 hours, think about that. That's half of a work week that you're just giving away. You do that, 20 hours times 12 months out of the year. What is that? 240 hours. That's 6 weeks, if you can even see it down there. 6 weeks out of the year that you are giving away. My gosh, that's a month and a half of productivity, all found in these little 10-minute increments. I'm telling you, those that get focused on this start squeezing more out of their day. And listen, I'm being generous. Do you know that the average person wastes almost 2 hours a day on social media, just mindlessly scrolling? Did you know the average person watches up to 4 hours of TV a day? 2 to 4 hours a day. I heard a great statement years ago, and somebody said this. They said, you ever wonder why you don't see Lamborghini commercials on TV? I said, why? I said, because the people that are eligible to buy them don't watch TV. Right? I mean, that's not their market. They're not wasting time just scrolling through social media, just on TV. I'm not saying you don't need some downtime to rest and recover. You get the point. But when you are just doing all these things, listen, in and of themselves, they aren't a big deal. Just wandering around, just kind of, getting coffee and doing that, checking email randomly, checking a few things online, okay, and then getting to work. That 10, 15 minutes that you spent, you do that 5, 10 times a day. I'm telling you, it starts to add up. I promise you that if I were to sit down with you one-on-one and do one-on-one coaching, I could get you back 1 day a week. Would you like 1 more day a week so that you could have 8 instead of 7? Wouldn't that be nice? I promise you that if we started to look at your clock and how you approach your work, and you started looking at these little 10 minutes as important and as gold, and you started to accumulate those over and over, you are going to get back 1 day a week. You're going to get back an entire week in a month. I'm telling you guys, if you'll start getting focused on this, stop looking for the big chunks of time to open up on your calendar and start being intentional about these little 10-minute blocks. And I'm telling you, your productivity is going to go up. I'm telling you, if you look at a scale and this is somebody who's trying to find big blocks, this is probably where they're going to cap out. You find somebody that's being intentional about those 10-minute increments, I'm telling you, their productivity is going to skyrocket. They're going to go up. They're going to get more done. They're going to be like that person who seems like they get 32 hours in the week instead of 24 or in a day. They're going to be like that kind of a person. So what are you going to do to be intentional? I want to challenge you. When you look at your day, I want you to start getting focused. Know what you're going to do, get a plan for the day, and start to get intentional about those little 10-minute distractions, and you start shaving some time off. Maybe you start shaving 5 minutes off the hour that you're going to start getting more intentional and focused. You do that through the whole work week, you are going to get all kinds of productivity time back. That's how you do it. How do you get more time? You look for the 10-minute blocks, and I'm telling you, it'll revolutionize everything you do. Guys, I hope this was helpful. Go check out johnbarrettleadership.com for more resources and all kinds of ideas to help you be more productive so that you can be a better leader and more successful in all that you do.
Reach out to us today so we can help take you and your team to the next level.